Dude, could you believe what happened in this week's episode of Bleach? Tetsuzaimon showed up and he saved the day. He killed everyone.
Are you high right now?
Wait, what was I talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
I understand. You confuse Tetsuzaimon for someone relevant. So literally anyone else that's not him.
People are gonna wonder why we're just dogging on Tetsuzaimon. I don't know. But anyway, yeah.
Okay, they might be able to say that if they can name, if them in the comments can tell us what even are his abilities.
You know, there's probably some Bleach guidebook somewhere that says what his abilities are.
That'd be quite impressive because we never seen them and we watched 300-something episodes.
I'm talking about like one of those things where in an interview it's like when someone, hey Kuba, what's his abilities? Oh, here's what they are type of deal. We've seen that before. But yeah, so this week's episode of Bleach, shit gets even worse for Soul Society. Like really bad for them.
Why do people want to live there again?
They kind of have
Same
to.
Same day, different leaf village. Wait, what?
I mean, you kind of have to live there, though, since if you die, that's where you end up. Or when you die, I should say. Unless you're a douche, then you end up going to hell in this universe, I guess. But first, yeah, so we found out some people for the dub. Hollybell, the conspiracy is dead as well. Her replacement was revealed as Genie Torado. You don't know as Sora from Genshin Impact or Rose from Resident Evil Village. Oh, that's a choice, I guess. She's
definitely gonna voice someone.
I predict her being either Mashiro or Hiyori. Yeah, I predict her being Mashiro. She's voiced dumb, bubbly characters like that before, numerous times. Also, apparently Aeon, the monster, had a voice too. He was Bill Butts, Blood from the Faraway Paladin, or Shin from Battle Game in 5 Seconds. Anyone remember that show?
Yeah.
Yes, they really got someone in there just to grunt and roar. I'm bringing him up now because he voices multiple characters in this episode, so it worked out.
As expected.
Now,
especially just coming off of Tiger and Bunny.
Yeah. As far as the Squad 3 members, they were all revealed, the ones that all died. So, first there's Riku, who was Alan Mesa, you know, Chad, he's dead. Asuka, voiced by Neil Kaplan, who was literally just doing his Tetsuzaimon voice, but he's also dead.
Maybe that's why you thought Tetsuzaimon was in the episode?
That could be. I don't know. And Tekasanagori, I cannot pronounce that one, was Xander, which means Xander killed himself.
We're only through. We're not even that far in, and we've already reached it. Dubster dive's complete. Go home, everyone.
The last one is a replacement. Even though she only hummed, they still couldn't be bothered. Yuzu. Yuzu was Janice Kawai, now she's Colleen O'Shaughnessy. Who knows if that'll be the case when she gets dialogue later, but still... That's honestly not even the most surprising replacement either. That's coming up. Alright, I guess it's time to get to the actual episode. So first, we begin with a several-minute recap of the first 3 episodes. Really, Pero?
Literally a minute an episode.
Okay, well, after that...
So, literally 5 minutes of the episode are eaten up by nothing.
Is this a One Piece episode all of a sudden?
Yes.
Well, after that's over, the episode actually opens with a Squad 12 bill. See, told you guys. Saying that the Squad 3 seat spiritual pressures have completely disappeared, including Izuru's. Motherfuckers, leave my Izuru alone. It's also revealed that already 1,000 people in Soul Society have been murked. Damn, these Quincy's work fast. I mean, we were memeing about Sasakibe getting murked in the first episode or so, showing like, they could have killed someone more relevant. Yeah, they did. They went right after Izuru and the majority of Squad 3. So...
Yeah.
Cut to Hoshwald, Robbie Damon being edgy as fuck, as per usual, as he's approaching Squad 13 and is like, you know, you're telling me to leave, but you're only saying that because you know there's nothing you could do. And he's not wrong. Yeah, Kajimaru, that dude who was introduced last episode, is dead. Good on you, Kajimaru. You existed just to be exposition.
Oh well. I'm sure there's not going to be another Chris Swindle. Anyway.
Oh, before that, cut to Rojiro, the captain of Squad 3, if y'all don't remember, who's now voiced by Kirk Thornton. Yeah, this is the replacement that we were not expecting, to be honest. We thought if any of the Visors would be back, it would have been him. Why?
So he was literally just in fucking Shadow's house. If Texas can get fucking Chris Smith in, why can't Studio...
The only thing I could possibly think of is maybe they're making it where you have to come in to record in Studiopolis in person, and maybe Chris is only in Texas right now. I don't know. Wouldn't it be the first time a person's been replaced in Bleach for an episode or two? Kirk does fine as him, though, I guess. Hilariously enough, IMDb still lists it as Chris Smith. But no, it's Kirk Thornton, 100%. He's literally doing his Beyond the Grave voice for him.
And the only other person they added to Kirk's page is the Goblin.
Yeah. Well,
we'll get to that in a minute.
He's taking on Na. That's literally his name. He's this black dude. He's Quincy, man.
Go ahead.
I'll make the joke in a bit once we get there. So, he's voiced by Zeno Robinson. Thankfully, not playing someone in Platinum End, because here he actually sounds decent. Voice of Gamma 2 from Dragon Ball Superhero, and the replacement for Tai in Digimon's remake from 2020, which they announced a dub for that almost a year ago and hasn't done anything with it since. Classic Toei. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Na. It's more or less being like, don't worry, you're not going to miss Squad 3 long. You'll be joining the man. I mean, hey, Rojiro at least acknowledges that Izuru was his friend and he liked him. Cut to Squad 6 red shirts getting fucked up, and we're introduced to Asnot, who stays mute this entire episode. We don't know who's voicing
Doesn't
him.
even make so much as a sigh or a grunt.
But Renji's here! So he's getting ready to throw down with him. Cut to Kumamura. Yeah, this episode's basically set up, so... Oh, hey, it's Chris Swindle again. Kumamura's lost his voice again. Oh. I mean, Chris Swindle does okay as him, I guess. They could have picked worse. Sad they couldn't get JB back, though. And he's taking...
Or his old voice back, who's apparently volleying again, so they could have. But this is them, so it's not surprising.
Well, the doggy is getting ready to fight Bambietta, a female Quincy, who's kind of hot. Fight me. She's voiced by Anyako, Tanari from To Your Eternity, or Raiden Shogun from Genshin. Worst girl die!
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Soyphone and Marecchio are taking on someone, which Marecchio could still be Lex. His grunt sounded like him. I went through the episode twice, too, and pretty sure it's him, but I don't know. Why don't they double cast him?
My doll.
But don't worry, Renji's not having much luck with Asnot as they clash, and it's not working very well. But that's when Byakuya arrives, along with Mask to Masculine, or as I like to call Mask to Mask because of Phoenix Wright, who's voiced by Bill. Again, making this a pseudo tag team fight.
Well, it's not really much of a tag team when he's still the one you've been talking.
I mean, you know, it's think of it like the King in Tekken. He formed a tag team with someone at one point, and he can't talk. All he does is make jaguar noises. Oh, so Hitsugaya and Rangiku take on one named Kandu, but I have no idea who's voicing him either, because he's not talking. Same with the one Soyphone's fighting, which I don't even know that one's name off the top of my head. Oh. I think it's funny that, Mask is like, you can't hurt us with your Shikazme, and Byakuya manages to cut Asnot with his Senbon Zakura. He's like, what? What are you doing, Asnot? Don't be fucking stupid! Hell, Byakuya even manages to land a good attack on Mask over there. But it's revealed that they're not going to be able to do much damage to them. Also, I should mention these Shikai fights are anime only. We're at the point where the anime makes up for its lack of content from the manga. You know, it's cut content, I should say. And by adding a bunch of needed shit. Before someone brings up the Uryu shit, I know. From last episode. We're not talking about that, though. Sounds like a minute.
At the expense of Izuru content.
Yeah, and I'm an Izuru mark, so of course I'm mad about that. Either way,
then
Reggie
again,
Lawrence...
he got more than enough content in all the fillers he's the star of. Yeah.
Well... So I guess this actually did have a lot of content. Never mind, forget what I said. Byakuya tells Renji, he's like, look, I'm gonna have to use my Bankai. I can't do any serious damage without it. Renji's like, but you heard the report, they could seal them. Well, if they seal my Bankai, then that's what you're gonna have to use, and you make up for my loss if I lose. So, Byakuya does Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi, still the best Bankai in the anime, fight me. Especially with how it's done here. Hell, they give it a full thing, too. Whereas when you cut to Soyphone, Kumamura, and Hitsugaya, they're basically just shouting out their names, and I've already gotten into them. We also have Mayuri being like, oh, they don't steal Bankais, they actually... And it's revealed, yeah, they steal Bankais. Making it where you can't use them anymore.
Stolen, just like a TV.
If you're making a stereotypical joke about Nanana over there, yeah, that man would steal your TV before he stole your Bankai.
I didn't make it, you did.
Go on, he has a fucking... Even they went all out on him, man. He even has a checkered thing, a grill or whatever. Yeah. He makes our truth blush, alright? Alright, I'm done with the stupid racist jokes. I actually like Nanada, I think he's cool. But yeah, so, basically, Byakuya's Bankai, Soyphone's Bankai, Kumamura's Bankai, like, all their Bankais are fucked, they're gone.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't think Soyphone's crying over it, she hates her Bankai.
Yeah, but she tried using Suzume Bachi and it couldn't pierce the armor of the Quincy, so she didn't really have a choice. Yeah, she went, like, I think it's funny in that manga, she went right into it at this point. Which is really bizarre for her, so the anime, at least giving us this shit, makes a lot more sense. Also, you get Hitsugaya constantly calling out for Hyorimaru that he can't hear his voice anymore. Oh, come on, Hitsugaya, I want to be the first time you've had to fight to get your Zanpakuto back. Between the second movie and the Zanpakuto arc. You figured he'd be used to this by now.
Yeah, he says its name more than Izuru says Wabi's.
He tells Rangiku to warn everyone with her Tenjukura, which I thought was a Hell Butterfly, but apparently it's not. It's something she has, I guess, so there's that. I don't even know what the fuck this thing is. I feel stupid. But yeah, she warns everyone that they steal Bankai. What's up?
I guess it's just another communication device.
Yeah. Shinji comments on it, and it doesn't sound like he's Roger, unless Roger is really sick this week. We have no idea who's voicing him now. Also, Shunsui is going on saying, or while he's fighting a Quincy, that he's like, fuck, we're really screwed, aren't we? Oh no, my eye! You know what they say, Dai, if you fight a Quincy, they'll shoot your eye out.
He's just literally just using a pistol.
Just like Stark.
No, no, that wasn't just a pistol for Stark. This one's just way more mundane. Compared to every other ability we've seen so far.
Well, Renji is thinking of using his Bankai, but Byakuya tells him not to, that if they steal his Bankai too, it really will be fucked. Also, all this scene of hopelessness is set to a remake of Soundscape to Ardor, which I really like that song, so that was cool. Cut to Akon, who's getting way more screen time in this arc alone than he ever has before.
In the entire series up till now.
He's calling up Urahara looking for Ichigo. As Urahara's like, yeah, he's a bit busy at the moment. As Kilge continues to fight Ichigo, trying to steal his Bankai, losing his patience. Wondering why it doesn't work. Ichigo asks, could it be you Quincy's are afraid of Bankai? Is that why you keep going on about this? I mean, kind of have a complex about it, man. Kilge shouts, the Vandenreich fear nothing!
You put a lot of emphasis on that, man. You're not helping you're not helping the Nazi case.
Yeah, but Urahara manages to get him from behind, and it seems like Kilge is dead. Yay! Urahara and Akon fill Ichigo in that he needs to head to Soul Society as he heads through a Senkaimon, Garganta, which one is it?
Yes.
Whatever the fuck.
All of the ones.
As the Goblin Kirk, highest, I don't even know this fucking thing's name, I can't pronounce it, comments on opening the portal. We also get a cameo from Rin, the Julianne Taylor member of the Squad 12 thing. Yeah, they got her back but couldn't get Chris Smith. As they're commenting on Ichigo will save us, surely. And Urahara's analyzing Kilge's abilities since he's kind of indisposed. As Akon tells Ichigo he's on his way about the Bankai theft. But Dai, are you ready for exposition? From Urahara?
No, he's never done that before. Except for the fact that that's mostly what he does.
Yeah, he calls up Ichigo while Ichigo's running through the gateway, whichever the fuck what it is, as he tells Ichigo the 3 abilities of a Quincy. 1, Volstandish, 2, Bankai Plundering, and 3, Blute. Blute is basically they harden pressure inside their body and can make it either super defense or offense, but not both at the same time. Hence why Urahara
Except for the ones that can do that, because I'm sure that will happen later.
Well, it's going to be an important technique plot point brought up later, I could tell you that now. But before things could progress even farther, suddenly the gateway is closed as Kilge is alive, knocking Urahara, Chan, and Orihime to the side as he seals Ichigo in a prison of energy. And Xander really hams it up here, going all in, saying that he was ordered, even if it cost him his life, to prevent Ichigo from aiding Soul Society. And all that shit.
I mean, you're kind of dead. You have a hole in your chest.
Yeah. So, Ichigo can't break out of this now. And hey, Kilge says he'll get to watch and sit back as Soul Society falls before him, and he can't do a damn thing about it. At least he has a front row seat to it, though. Probably make a good movie.
Well, how's he gonna see shit? He's in Waco Mundo.
I guess he'll hear about it on the soul phone? Or maybe he'll sense the spiritual pressures fading now, because he's in the... Yeah, he's halfway, like, there in the Senkaimon or whatever, isn't he?
No.
Whatever. Well...
He just reached in there with an ability to do that, Ichigo. He's still outside of it.
Oh, I was talking about Ichigo being there with the front row seat. Because Kilge is the one who said that. You have a front row seat.
Ichigo can't see shit either, except for all the... nothing around him.
Well, he'll probably sense it or whatever. Anyway, episode ends, and the preview is done by Sasakibe. I thought it was going to be done by Dan. By that I meant Byakuya. But I was wrong. Just a different Dan.
Wrong, Dan.
Because yes, next week we are getting a flashback on Sasakibe. So, yeah. As far as this episode goes, fucking great. Come on, guys. They're really doing a great job setting up the hopelessness of Soul Society here. You could tell everyone here is fucked, and I don't think anyone was expecting the Bankais to be completely useless as they were here. Even with Aizen, they were at least stood somewhat of a chance, more or less, and were able to, if it wasn't for his broken Zanpakuto, could have done something. Oh, yeah. Also, the anime extended fight scenes were really fucking cool, too. Isn't there a scene where, like, Renji tries using Zabimaru to wrap up the Quincy in it or whatever for Byakuya to attack him? Yeah. So...
Muting 10.
Muting 10.
Make no voice.
Yeah.
And so far, he has a voice.
And so far, like, the voice cast they got for all the Quincy's. Zeno is nodded on Oz. Good choice. San as, Bambietta. Waifu is also a solid choice. What? You want to fight me?
Yeah, I'm sure you want her to call you Dog or something, you weirdo.
Who told you I was in the puppy Wait a minute. This is getting off personal, man. But alright. As far as we pay for the episode, I don't know. I think Xander did really good as Kilgay. And hey, even though Kilgay has a hole in the chest and is probably going to die, he'll be back as Bazby. Don't worry. Xander
he
will
embraced his inner Nazi.
Yeah. Also, Dan is going to have double duty next week because Byakuya is still in the middle of a fight too, so it's going to be a treat with stupidity.
Terminal stupidity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should mention Bill did really good as Mask to Masculine too. So, we'll see who voices Asnod also.
Pseudonymic fake name.
Honestly, I'm just more curious who the other replacements are going to be, because some of the ones we've had are just... why? But I guess that's gonna do it. Let us know what y'all thought of Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War Episode 4. And if you agree, this episode was fucking great. Aside from the 3-minute recap, but that's a shonen problem in general.
This one was just unnecessary.
Yeah. It's because it felt like way too soon. It makes sense if they did it like at 8 or 9 or something when you're, you know, deeper in. Well, I guess that's it. What's your thoughts, guys? Hope you have yourselves a great day and all that stuff. And we'll be back next time with more Bleach. Till then, have a great day. Bye. TYBW.